For KRVN Sports, I'm Jayson Jorgensen. It's a huge weekend for UNK tennis as the Loper women are hosting the Intercollegiate Tennis Association's Division II National Women's Team Indoor Championship. Big event will be going on at the new Ernest Grundy Center, and Coach Scott Shafer says this is a big deal.
Oh yeah, I mean it's been a long time in coming with all the planning that goes into running an event like this, but yeah, I mean it's here and we're really excited. I mean Peter Yazbek tweeted out the most recent ITA rankings, and all 7 of the visiting teams still remain in the top 10. So it's just exciting to have 3 teams from Florida coming to Kearney, Nebraska. It's just a great opportunity for the tennis program, the girls on my team, our fans to see what the best teams in Division II look like. And, obviously, in addition to the novelty of it, it's going to help us as we go into our MIAA schedule, starting in March. So it's going to be a great weekend. And you know what, I'm doing it again next year. So we have a 2-year contract in hosting this. So there's a lot to go into it, but I know it's going to get easier, by the time we tackle this next year.
What all did go into this? Of course, first you had to have the facility, but then I think that's probably just half of the battle, isn't it?
Well, it is. I mean, you know how this conversation goes. The biggest challenge, is the fundraising. In order to run this event, they suggest that you have an official on every court up in a chair. Kearney, we have one official in town who's certified, so I worked with this very same official who helps us as our assigner in the MIAA. So he assembled a team of 6 other officials. So, we got to pay for their lodging, we got to pay for their fares, not their fares, excuse me, their pay rate, food. So getting them there, I also needed umpire chairs for them. That wasn't something we had here in Kearney, so luckily I got some from Lincoln and then of course coordinating with the ITA. They arrived today, 2 representatives, and we got to get the banners up, and then also our video guy with UNK, Jeff, he's there currently putting up 6 cameras because we're going to offer live streaming for every single match. So I counted, it's about 36 hours of live streaming of tennis this weekend, well, in addition to in-person live tennis.
Wow, so you've got I think it's safe to say this is probably the biggest tennis weekend ever in Kearney.
Yeah, for sure, without a doubt. I mean, given the quality of the competition, the scope of the tournament. So it's a tournament where, again, we as the host get in as, in this case, the 8th seed. They call it a compass draw, meaning they're going to play out every spot. So on Sunday, the day will end with, a championship match. But the day will start with the 7th and 8th place match, a 5th and 6th, and a 4th and 5th.
How about your team? I mean, it looks like you're off to a pretty good start this year. You got to be happy with what you've seen from the kids.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we had a good win against Midwestern State, who is on the cusp of being a top 20 team. We dropped a close one against Augustana, who is also a top 20 team. Our schedule doesn't get any easier, like every program across the world. We have some injuries, which, we had a ruptured Achilles tendon a week before our first match. So, that's going to impact us throughout the year. But the girls are resilient, and, they want a good college experience, and when it comes to what they're looking for in a school, they want to play the best competition. So, at the end of the year, hopefully, we can do well in our conference. But yeah, we're going to have some losses on our record because we are in a stretch now where we're playing 10 consecutive matches against teams, maybe with the exception of one that are top 25 D2 ranked schools. So the girls are excited and ready to challenge themselves.
And that was Loper tennis coach Scott Shafer. Once again, action starts on Friday morning. That will run through Saturday night. The event is free and open to the public with 4 duels taking place each day. For KRVN Sports, I'm Jayson Jorgensen.